TechTour on RealAgriculture.com is brought to you by Dow Agrosciences Canada, redefining herbicide performance so growers can spray when they need to.
Hi, I'm Sean Haney with RealAgriculture.com and welcome to the Dow Agrosciences Canada TechTour. I'm joined right now by
Ken Jackson, ATI Agritronics.
Well, Ken, it's great to have you here today. At the TechTour, we're really focusing on innovations, technologies that are saving or creating more time for the farmer. And your product happens to do that in a very unique kind of way. Tell us about it.
Sure. Our spray nozzle lights, which we've had out for a year now, we're going into our third year, are a real time extender for farmers. You're trying to cover more acres, you get out more acres more often, and there's only so many hours in the day and so many hours of daylight. So the ability to spray at night is significant for several reasons. A, obviously it extends your spraying time. And what we're doing with that is we're putting spray nozzle lights, high intensity LED lights on each spray nozzle, so you can see the spray clearly in the dark, or even under low light conditions to know if is the nozzle operating properly.
Yeah.
Okay. So in addition to that, there's some other factors. I mean, typically after when the light is low or after dark or in the morning, the wind tends to be a little less, okay? So drift is less of an issue. There's some advantage to being able to spray at those times. The other thing is some insects come out when it gets dark, so they're more, the chemical can be more effective, get to the insects better. So there's a number of reasons to spray at night, not just the fact that it extends your day. So
yeah.
It's a unique product that allows you to clearly see the spray even right from the cab. You can see all the way down the boom and see if the nozzles are working.
And there's been, we talked earlier when we were setting up the camera that people have been spraying, there's been a lot of interest in spraying at night, and a lot of guys have been doing it without something like LED lights, and really it is, you're kind of in the dark. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, you literally are. The spray nozzle lights have actually another unique feature, which is usable anytime, and it's a patent pending feature. You can flip a switch on the control module, and the LEDs will strobe. So it actually has the effect of freezing the spray pattern. So now you can see fairly clearly the droplets coming out of the nozzle. And be able to tell if you've got issues with blockage of the nozzle. To some degree, you can see if the nozzle is wearing as well.
How long do the lights last for? Is there a certain amount of hours?
Something in the order of an excess of 30,000 hours. I mean, the LEDs are almost last forever. So. Yeah, you in your lifetime, you'll never burn them up.
And I believe if you go to gotechtour.ca, we're doing the TechTour contest, actually.
Yes.
People can register for it. They can win. Every month we're giving away a light package.
Yep.
So that's very, very cool. Where do you see LED lights, like with spraying? Like, do you really see this idea of spraying at night just kind of going through the roof? Because it is sort of extra hours in the day, or how do you see it playing out?
Again, with your options when you're spraying are you've only got so many hours in a day to work with. I mean, you can buy more sprayers, but it's you might as well put as many hours as you can on the sprayer you have, and that typically seems to be the way things are going. So I think the ability to spray under no or low light conditions, whether or not you do it all the time, still gives you, more flexibility. I mean, a big part of spraying is timing, right? And so, chemicals work best if they're applied at the correct rate at the correct time, right? And under the correct weather conditions,
yeah.
Right? So sometimes those application windows are pretty tight.
Well, many farmers have sat there and waited all day for the wind to go down. I know I'm in southern Alberta, so I know all about the wind, right? So we wait all day for the wind to go down, and finally it goes down at...
I didn't know it did.
Yeah. Well, it does once in a while. The sun goes down at night, and the wind stops, and it's like, oh crap, I gotta wait till the morning, right? And so it makes sense to be able to go into that field at nighttime and get that spraying done.
Yeah, there's actually a companion product that we've just brought out this year, and again, recognizing that if you're spraying at night, you're transporting at night, you've got a big vehicle on the road, and the common complaint that we hear back, and that was the impetus for developing the product, was that other drivers on the road just don't comprehend how big you are. And so we've now, as part of our LED light program, we've come out with a product called Transport Safety Lights.
Oh,
and
cool.
so you get a set of lights, amber lights that go down the side of the boom. So you have 11 lights down the side of the boom, and then 2 more lights across the back of the boom. So when you're coming down the road, there is no doubt there's something big coming, and you better pay attention. So
Awesome.
it's, you know, if we can just prevent sort of one T-bone, it's been well worth it.
That makes a difference.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, thank you very much, Kip, for joining us. That's been another edition of another episode of the Tech Tour. Thank you to Dow AgroSciences Canada for their sponsorship of the Tech Tour, and please go to gotechtour.ca to register for the Tech Tour contest, or go to realagriculture.com/Tech Tour. Thanks a lot, Ken.
All right, thanks.